What started as Meghan Markle's bold step into Hollywood might just become the most significant misstep of her entire public life.
Let's make a show.
Let's go.
Netflix once proudly labeled their partnership a historic collaboration, believing Meghan Markle was their next great global star. Today, insiders have a very different description: a colossal mistake.
Now, popular cartoon series Family Guy, they've mocked the Ginger and the Whinger again. Let's have a look.
The streaming giant recently canceled season 2 of With Love Meghan, citing ethical concerns, production controversies, and what some executives privately call a reputational disaster. But what exactly unfolded behind the scenes to provoke such a dramatic reversal from Netflix?
Brian, this is a terrible idea. We could change the course of history.
You always say that, but doesn't history pretty much suck? I mean, the Crusades, Hitler?
Prince Harry marrying Meghan Markle?
Again? Oh, like all of your wives are so much better.
According to industry reports and insider leaks, Netflix executives first grew uneasy upon noticing scenes that were excessively rehearsed for a supposedly unscripted reality series. One particular moment showed Meghan warmly interacting at a literacy center, beautifully sincere at face value. However, internal sources later admitted these spontaneous moments required multiple retakes and specific staging. Executives were unsettled by the blurred lines between genuine charity work and controlled public relations exercises. Yet, these initial concerns were merely scratching the surface of deeper problems.
Even Spotify being sacked for the enormous deal this couple got.
Not long after, concerns intensified. Industry insiders reported Netflix's growing discomfort with editing practices that significantly dramatized emotional moments. One such scene depicted Meghan softly weeping, clutching a stuffed toy associated with Archie, conveying vulnerability and maternal sincerity. Post-production sources acknowledged the heavy editing involved, music swelling dramatically, carefully adjusted lighting, and selective angles designed to heighten emotion. Netflix initially funded authenticity, an insider stated, but the final product seemed overly dramatized, leaving executives questioning how much of Meghan's true self viewers were actually seeing. Could other scenes have been similarly manipulated?
With season 2 of With Love Meghan on the way, are that Netflix wants to be the...
Netflix's internal review further uncovered difficulties verifying some of Meghan's most explosive claims. A segment in which she described emotional abandonment by a senior royal family member during her pregnancy raised significant legal red flags. When Netflix's team requested supporting documentation or tangible proof, Meghan's representatives reportedly provided nothing substantial. With the potential for serious reputational and legal repercussions, Netflix chose to eliminate the segment entirely, damaging the trust between both parties considerably. The authenticity Meghan initially promised suddenly seemed far harder to verify than executives had anticipated. Further compounding these concerns, Netflix discovered troubling similarities between Meghan's deeply personal anecdotes and widely known public narratives. One emotional scene recounted an incident of racial profiling Meghan claimed happened to her personally at a grocery store. Fact-checkers, however, recognized the story closely mirrored a viral incident widely discussed online years earlier. Although Meghan had presented this experience as her own, executives were now alarmed by blurred boundaries between relatable storytelling and inadvertent appropriation of others' widely known experiences without clear attribution. Behind the polished on-screen persona, production staff described the filming process as chaotic and excessively micromanaged. Meghan reportedly insisted on constant last-minute changes, creating significant disruption and tension within the production team. One assistant recalled being publicly criticized for minor mistakes like mislabeling refreshments, leading to an increasingly strained work environment. The internal tension escalated to such a degree that Netflix employed conflict resolution specialists, a stark indication of serious underlying problems. Senior production figures privately expressed frustration, describing Meghan's involvement as creatively suffocating, leading Netflix executives to question the sustainability of their partnership. Arguably, the most damaging blow came not from Netflix itself, but from Meghan's influential circle quietly stepping away. Early plans for the show ambitiously included high-profile interviews with Oprah Winfrey, Serena Williams, Ellen DeGeneres, and Michelle Obama, aiming to showcase Meghan's global reach and credibility. Yet each celebrity ultimately declined to participate or avoided association altogether. Oprah, who had dramatically elevated Meghan's profile with their iconic 2021 interview, privately expressed concerns regarding the series' editorial direction and authenticity, gently distancing herself from further collaboration. This silent withdrawal from Meghan's most powerful supporters was a significant indicator to Netflix, suggesting widespread concern regarding Meghan's narrative choices. Netflix ultimately made a clear, decisive internal decision. In a leaked corporate memo, executives classified Meghan not as a strategic asset, but a reputational liability, citing clear credibility issues that threatened audience trust. Harry, meanwhile, became increasingly overshadowed by Meghan's carefully scripted public persona. Observers noted strained public interactions, visibly evident during recent events where Harry seemed uncomfortable or subdued following private exchanges with Meghan. Angela Levin, a respected royal commentator, summarized these changes succinctly. Harry appeared increasingly lost, trapped in a narrative clearly not his own. Could Meghan's tightly controlled image unintentionally erode the very essence of Harry's identity? Public observers and royal insiders noticed undeniable changes in Harry's behavior. Once vibrant and engaging, he increasingly appeared disconnected and emotionally drained. Reports surfaced of tense conversations following public appearances, further fueling speculation. Close friends began noticing Harry withdrawing emotionally, while longtime allies like Elton John quietly distanced themselves. Palace insiders privately shared genuine concerns, not merely about royal reputation, but Harry's emotional and mental well-being. One insider stated, "He's still family, and seeing him lose himself publicly is deeply concerning." Had Meghan's strategic management of their public image unintentionally redefined Harry's sense of self? As Netflix officially terminated their partnership, Hollywood circles debated whether Meghan could rebound from such profound reputational harm. Industry insiders speculated openly about the potential next steps for Meghan, including scenarios involving a highly publicized divorce narrative playing into perceptions of victimhood that many viewers suspect she may strategically leverage. Netflix's abrupt cancellation might ironically serve to amplify such future narratives rather than diminish them. Despite Netflix's public withdrawal and mounting industry skepticism, Meghan offered no acknowledgement or public apology, maintaining strategic silence instead. Hollywood observers questioned if honesty and genuine transparency could help salvage Meghan's rapidly declining public image. Scrutiny also intensified around Meghan's Archewell Foundation, marked by increasing staff turnover and leadership uncertainty, prompting additional concerns about her overall ability to sustain credible and long-term philanthropic efforts. Meghan Markle now stands at Hollywood's unforgiving crossroads. Former influential supporters like Oprah Winfrey and Tyler Perry have quietly distanced themselves, leaving her increasingly isolated. Her carefully constructed narrative, initially compelling, now threatens to unravel under intensifying public and media scrutiny. Netflix's swift and decisive cancellation of their collaboration sent an unmistakable industry-wide signal. Association with Meghan Markle now carries substantial reputational risk. Yet, despite everything, questions remain. Could this narrative collapse have been inevitable, born of deeper contradictions within Meghan's public persona? Or might she yet reclaim public favor through genuine humility, vulnerability, and transparency? Ultimately, this isn't just a story about a canceled Netflix series or celebrity reputational damage. It's about authenticity, public trust, and the risks inherent in aggressively controlling one's narrative. Meghan's Netflix venture, intended as her defining moment, instead became the very point at which her carefully curated image began publicly unraveling, potentially irreversibly. But is there still time? What do you think? Has Meghan Markle's Hollywood dream ended? Or can she find redemption through honesty and humility?